Alright, hey guys, remember CCG back in the video. This is going to be testing the new Centurion archetype. So I'm just going to be showing you guys some generic combos to work for the deck, and then some builds that people have been testing out, and some combos that you can use using those builds as well. And let's get started here. So I just wanted to start it with a generic combo you probably have seen. This is normal summoning out Yugioh, using Yudea's effect here in order to put itself in the spell and trap zone. Then we can get Primera using its effect, and then summon out Primera. Primera's effect here lets us search out the Standup Centurion. Then we can discard a card in order to search out the Emmett. Use Emmett's effect here, bring it out. Get our level 12 Sentry and Yugioh, which lets you draw a card. Then during the end phase, we can set down our Primera. So you usually want to set down the Primera because this is your level 4 tuner, and Emmett's able to summon itself out during your opponent's turn. So you don't want to waste Yugioh's effect here in order to get it out, since you need the tuner. Then we're going to summon it out here, and then use Emmett's effect in order to put back our Yugioh. This is just a way of saving a resource, and gives you the ability to synchro summon anyways. So we're going to use Crimson Dragon here, switch it out. So here I went for a Cosmic Blazar Dragon just to change it up, but you're going to see most of the time you're just going to go for the Calamity because that's just the easiest thing to go into. And honestly, there's a good chance Calamity might get banned just because of how good and easy this is to set up. But let's go to the next combo. Okay guys, so this is another 2-card combo that this is using Centurion Emmett the 6th and Standup Centurion. So you can see here we're going to be doing a similar thing as before, but instead of discarding a random card, we can use Standup Centurion here to discard Emmett. And then Emmett, since we're able to use him later, we can totally utilize that. So we can use Yudea's effect here, search out the Primera's effect, and summon itself out. And then we can search out here our Truth Centurion, which a lot of people haven't been considering, but it's a really powerful card. When a spell/trap or monster effect is activated, send one face-up monster card from your spell and trap zone to the grave, negate the activation, and if you do, destroy that card. So I'm going to show you guys here a way you can utilize it. So we can use Emmett here, get it out, and then we can summon out both our monsters. Again, synchro summon as we did before, and this time we're going to go into Zora. So here, depending on what you need, you can put that in your spell and trap zone. So I'm going to use Zora here in order to search out, let's say my opponent had an Exceed monster, I could lock them out of using Exceed monster effects using Zora, but you can just use, depending on what you need, Synchro, Fusion, Exceed. It just really depends on what you need here. And Truth Centurion here, if you need to, when a spell or trap or monster effect is activated, send one face-up monster card from your spell and trap zone. Doesn't say anything about Centurion, so you can send this card from your spell and trap zone if you don't need it anymore, and that's just a good way of utilizing it in case you need to. But let's go to the next combo. Alright guys, so these next two combos is kind of showing you what I did in the first combo, but with using different cards. So here we have Centurion Primera as just a 1-card, so this is a 1-card combo basically. 1.5 because you do need to discard a card, but you can normally summon out Primera here, search out the field spell, and then from there we can activate the field spell, discard the bonfire, put a card from the spell trap zone. Here we can put Yugioh, special summon out Yugioh, activate its effect in order to get Emmett. Then we can bring out Emmett, synchro summon, go into Yugioh, and then here we draw a card because of Yugioh's effect, get the Primera, just like I showed you guys before. And then you can easily summon out these monsters, save the resource using Emmett the 6th, and then synchro summon, go into the Crimson Dragon. As you're going to see, I'm getting a little ahead, but it's going to synchro summon, go into Crimson Dragon. Then we can get our Calamity here. And if you guys haven't read King Calamity, this is why it's going to be really problematic in this deck. When this card is synchro summon, you can activate this effect. For the rest of his turn, your opponent cannot activate cards. Also, cards your opponent controls cannot activate their effects. Basically, your opponent can activate anything in response to this, and it's a Yugioh GG here as soon as you summon it. But yeah, let's go to the next card. Okay guys, so this is the next combo that I have to show you. So it's using Stand-Up Centurion and then just a random card to discard. So you can see there's a lot of ways to go into this basic line of combo. So again, doing the Stand-Up Centurion here, get Primera. Primera's effect here can search out our Yugioh, normal summon out the Yugioh. Then we can get the Emmett the 6th. So you can see there's a lot of flexible ways to go straight into combo. And really easy to do. It's a simple line to remember as well. And it's very difficult for your opponent to deal with this. And of course, you're going to have other cards in your hand to deal with your opponent's interactions. But as I showed you before, this is just another way of getting out King Calamity or whatever level 12 you want to get out during your opponent's turn. But obviously, if you want to go for the King Calamity, just because it's pretty much GG's if you get this out. But let's go to the next combo. Okay guys, so with this combo, I'm going to show you guys Centurion with Horus. So I've been seeing people play with Horus, and I think it's honestly a pretty good mix to put them together here. And you're going to be able to see why that is. But we're going to quickly use the Horus engine here, discard, get the Gold Sarcophagus, then we're able to just search, special summon our monsters out, Exceed, go into Galaxy Eyes Photon Lord. So this is a good way if you want to just go summon this monster out. When an opponent's monster activates effect, quick effect, you can attach one material from this card, negate that monster's activation. So you're not going to be able to destroy the card, but it is a good way of negating a card in case that's what you want to do. Like you want to have one line of protection, or in case you want to bait your opponent into negating something along the way. And this is a great way of doing so because you can still do full combo here because of Primera. So we're going to use Primera here, search out the Standup Centurion. Then we can discard our Ash Blossom. Use Shredea here, summon itself out. So same thing as I did before, that's basically what I'm going to be doing here. Go into the Glacier, draw out a card. Then we can actually use Pharaonic Sarcophagus here in order to discard another Horus monster. And then we can bring it out. And it's just to show you guys that you're going to be able to go into SP Little Knight. And because this card is link summoned using an Exceed monster, I can target a card in the field or in the grave and banish it. So you can do that if you decide to. And then when your opponent activates a card effect, quick effect, you can target 2 face-up monsters in the field. One has to be yours, but you can banish both those monsters until the end of the turn. So it's just an annoying card for your opponent to deal with, and it's really easy to get out. And you can see here, basically I can do what I was doing before, and the Horus engine just gives you a bit more protection if you want to be able to do that. With more assurance, this is a great way of doing it. So here I'm going to get it out, use Stand Up Centurion here, get the Crimson Dragon, then summon out King Calamity. Pretty simple setup, and let's go to the next combo. Alright guys, so this is the final combo that I have to show you. So it's the same setup as before, but it's going to be a different line. So before it was a great way of protecting yourself in case you wanted to protect yourself from potential hand traps. Then you can set yourself up with something like that. But here we're going to get Sarcophagus in order to get 3 monsters out. And when we get 3 monsters out, we can get Coach King Giant Trainer here. Use the effect in order to draw 3 cards because this card's insane. Use this effect thrice. And yeah, just draw 3 cards, and if you draw a monster, you can inflict 800 damage. Then you can go straight into your Centurion combo and do what we've been doing before. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Just going to be playing as usual. Get our monsters, same line as before, go into Sentry and Legacia, draw out another card. Then we can discard a Horus monster, whichever one you didn't use. Get that Horus monster out. Go into SP to Little Knight. So the way I showed you guys before, use Little Knight's effect here if you want to banish something. Then during the end phase, we could just get our Primera. Same thing as we did before, just summon out our monsters, and then, you know, get Emmett the 6th. Same thing, we're just gonna synchro summon once again, and then get ourselves the Crimson Dragon, and get out King Calamity, or whatever monster you want to get out. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. This is a really good deck. It has a lot of potential here. This is the first line of support as well for the deck, and I think there's a lot that it can do already. I'm curious what the next line of support is going to look like. But let me know what you guys think about the new archetype. Do you think it's good? Do you think it's bad? And I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching.